Chandra. I'm a technical architect for especially with the data warehousing technologies, and I have around 8 years of experience completely with the data warehousing, the integration of MSBI solutions like a cloud computing and cloud solutions. Now I'm working with the big data applications like a cloud integration with the all other parts, and I have the knowledge on these cloud as well as particular different kind of tools as well as with the integration part of data warehousing. Okay, this was just brief introduction, and I have the all around different vertical experience, and we have the different domain experience like banking, retail marketing, and banking sector, financial sectors, healthcare domains, and all kind of stuff. Okay, and I'm working at this is a corporate trainer as well for the providing like a freelance trainer as a providing the data modeling solution for the other corporate trainers, like a kind of thing I'm working for. Okay, this is my just brief introduction. Okay, if you have any questions before start with our demo, please let me know. Otherwise, we will continue with our demo. Okay. Let me know if you have any clarification or if you want any questions regarding this.
Hey, Surendra.
Yes. Yes, Amol.
Surendra, Amol here. There is still problem with the voice. I mean, whenever you speak, there is some hissing after that.
Start with our basic demo session. Okay, what is MSBI and how it is useful for our real time, and what is the business perspective and everything. Okay, before that, let us understand these basic terminologies first. About we are all known these things like a database and what are the roles and everything. But we need to understand from the basic scratch. Okay, what is MSBI and why we need to go for MSBI. Okay, before that we need to understand the basic terminologies like what is a database and what are the roles in a database in any business. Okay, not for the business perspective, for any particular particle or any particular thing that we need a particular database to store our data. So that is a database, and why we need to move into data warehousing again. Okay, what is this difference between database and a data warehouse? Okay, normally we terminology we called as OLTP and OLAP for the data warehousing, and in that what are the ETL tools? Like SSIS is our one of the ETL tool in MSBI. Okay, we have this set of tools in the market as well, the ETL tools. So what is that ETL tool and what is the advantage of ETL tool in a data warehousing, and in that what is MSBI in the data warehousing and why only MSBI we have to choose. Okay, let us say we have the different tools in the market like Informatica, Ebinatio, like kind of different set of Cognos, OBAE, ODA, or I mean it's a kind of tools we have. But why only we have to choose MSBI only, and what are the advantages of MSBI? Okay, these are all the things I am going to cover today, and with that one of the practical scenario I would like to show you. Okay, this is about our agenda today. Now, I would like to start with a database. Okay, especially we need to understand what database means. Okay, as already we know that. Okay, database means a collection of data, and database means it is storing the data, and we can retrieve the data whenever required. Okay, these are the terminologies we already know. But here, database is nothing but simply in terms. Okay, it is a collection of data. Okay, what is the collection of data here? In which format we are storing our data? Can anyone, Amol or Abhishek or Sundar? In which format we are storing our data? Is there any specific format we have? While we are storing the data in a specific databases, it may be Oracle, it may be SQL or anything. Which format? Fine, that is good. Rows and columns only, but we are using a specific format here. Is there any specific format here? Let us say, I will give an example for you also. Okay, I am going to store my records. Let us say in my organization I have the 100 employees. Okay, these 100 employee records, okay, I'm going to store in my notepad. Okay, in a notepad, in which format our data represented in? Is there any specific format in our notepad? Everything should be represented in a
binary format.
Normal means what? Yeah, manual only, but it contains in which data? It is in a string, text format, right?
Yes, okay.
Everything should be in a text string format only. But in our database is a structured format. Nothing but, let us say you can compare with our employee table. Let us say an example. Employee table contains a different set of columns like employee number, name, date of birth, salary, and kind of thing. Number should be in an integer format, name in a varchar, that we are going to restrict our size as well, and also that we are going to salary in an integer or decimal or a float. Like that, each and every column has a specific structure, like a data type what we call. But in a normal notepad or a kind of conventional files, they doesn't have any structure format. So only string format. Let us say if you want to calculate all the employee salaries, 100 employee salaries in a notepad, Okay, how you are going to calculate? Is it possible to calculate in a notepad? So the reason I'm calling here, database is for the collection of a data that can be maintained in a structure format, so that can be easily retrieved. Okay, whenever we want, that simply we can retrieve the data. Let us say, okay, I have the particular, like Abhishek is in my database. So here, if we store our data in our particular table, okay, Abhishek is going to be searched within a fraction of seconds. But if you have the 100 records in our notepad, okay, where you are going to search your records? Okay, how much time it will take for to search a record with the Abhishek name in our notepad? Okay, it's not in a sequential order, not at all in an alphabetical order. It may be any clumsy of data, the raw data. It will take a long time, but in our database that can be retrieved very easily. So let us say one more example for our database. Let us say is our mobile phone. I can say is my best database. My mobile phone is my best database. I can say, because I am going to store my friends number, relative numbers, and everyone, colleague numbers and everything. Suppose if I want to call a Sundar, okay, which is I have already stored in my mobile. So simply I would like to search with the alphabet yes. Okay, if the yes letter, it will automatically fetch a result within a fraction of seconds. Salim, Sundar, okay, Surendra, and Swapna, like kind of thing. I will immediately call to the particular Sundar. Okay, it is going to be given records within a easily, and we can retrieve very fast. So that can I say we have the different set of databases. Mobile phone is also one of the best database I can say. So this is about the database that can be stored in a structured format, and retrieve is also very fast. So what we are talking about these databases, okay, actually these databases evolved in 1916 era, okay, that was, okay, developed by the Edger code. So that we called as a code rules now. The 12 code rules what we have, that database is satisfied by the 12 rules that can be called as a relational database. Okay, here database is one and relational database is the separate. So what are the 12 code rules is satisfied by the database, then only it will be called as a relational database only. So before 1969, we didn't have any specific databases to store our data. Everything should be stored in a normal flat files or a normal, okay, kind of books and everything only. So this is about database, and we have the set of examples like Facebook or a, okay, Google, and we have set of online applications, and everything should be, we can define as a database only, because that we are going to, okay, something book the ticket or something where we can retrieve the ticket, and we can everything storing and retrieving the data. That can be a database. So fine, this is about database. Next one, see now, if we didn't have any databases, as we discussed now, before 1960 era, that we didn't have any specific databases to store our data. Everything should be stored in a normal, these are the papers, like a financial books we have, okay, like that, the books and papers only we have to store our data. So if we store our data in these files, okay, what are the problems may occur? Okay, see now we have the different set of points. I can't find the data I need, because let us say, okay, I want to search a record with Abhishek, okay, something, okay, in this bunch of papers, how much time it will take to search a Abhishek record? Okay, it will take a long time. If it's 100 papers or 50 papers, it may be, okay, 10 minutes to 20 minutes to search a record. But if you have the bunch of papers, this kind of storage capacity, we can't search a record within a fraction of seconds or minutes or maybe minutes. It may be take, okay, 20 minutes to half an hour, depends on your size of your storage area. Okay, there is a one thing drawback here. And I can't get the data I need within a time, within a short time, or within this particular time, we can't get the records, and we can't expect the results within a time also. And one more, the storage is the problem here. If the storage capacity is over with a specific room or a specific racks, where you are going to store your next record, next paper or next book, that is a storage problem. And if the storage is a problem, next security is a problem, because I don't want to lose a single record with a single paper also with my business, because that each and every record is a crucial to my business for analysis purpose in my business and everything. So is the security also the problem again. And one more, the multiple users can't access the same paper at the same time, right? Like that our databases and like kind of, okay, online applications, we can Okay, we can use the nothing but we can access the multi users at the same time. But the papers, the multi users can't share the same paper at the same time, because I want to write a paper and next person, he can't edit nothing but he can't delete that card or he can't make any changes. Simply you need to, okay, you need to fold that paper and give it away. So that is the only single thing, but we can't share the same paper the multiple users. That is also one of the drawback. And one more, I can't understand the data I found. Suppose let us say the record is found, but I can't understand the writing skills of the particular person. Because I'm the writing, okay, I'm the storekeeper, I'm writing these records. Let us say okay, my writing skills is very poor. Instead of Sundar, I'm writing as a curly writing, SU something, blah, blah, blah. But another person, let us say one more new person came into the picture, nothing but came into the storeroom to search a record with the Sundar. Okay, he can't or she can't understand that record. It may be the Sundar or a Swapna or a Surendra. So that the reason, if that record is not at all give the clarification, so we can't use that particular record as per our result. So these are the problems. Okay, those are the things that we are not at all going to use that particular records, and these are the problems that we are facing in earlier days before we didn't have any databases. So that the reason user wants to say, okay, now user wants to say about, instead of going to maintain these records in papers and everything, I want these papers or everything, the data that should be integrated across the enterprise level. Instead of maintaining these papers and everything, I should collect those data and maintain in my database level. So the user wants to store the records in a database. And next one, summary data has a real value to the organization. What is the summary data here? Right, it's a good point actually. Okay, right. If we store our data in a database level, we can get the summary data initially. Okay, let us say, we'll give an example. Let us say I want to know about my sales on a particular monthly basis. So here in your papers, okay, manual documents, you are writing for sales and what is the profit information on a daily basis on each and every paper. Now you want to calculate, as a business owner, you want to know about your sales on a particular month. Let us say August month. Okay, how we are going to calculate this August month sales? Now you have to calculate each and every daily sales papers, and you have to calculate by manually or through calculator. You have to calculate. Then only you can get this summary data. But initially, the paper gives the detail level data only. But in a database level, initially they give the summary data, because the particular simply one line of code you are writing. What is my sum of sales on a particular table? Where particular month equal to August? It will give the summary data initially, August month data. Next, if you want to dig into the next level, okay, what is the particular sales on a particular date only? So it will give the detail level data. So that the reason the database, it will give the initially the summary data, and next if you want, we can dig into the detail level data. As a business owner, we want to know about that summary data only. Ultimately, I want to know about my year-wise sales or a year-wise profit or a region-wise sales or a particular weekly basis sales, but not at all the hourly basis or a detail level basis. If you want, you can dig into that one. But initially, as a business owner, I want to know about my summary data of my business only. That is one of the key points as a business users wants to know about their business. And next one, historical data holds to key to understand your business at any time. Let us say you want to compare with your business with the past 2 years or something. Let us say 2010 year, I have the 10 lakhs of profit. Okay, and in 2013 year, I have 15 lakhs of profit. Then when you are going to analyze this one, whenever you are maintaining your historical data in your database only, you can understand and you can make a trend analysis. If you want, if you maintain your records in a papers and everything, okay, is it possible to compare your data with the 2010 to 2013? It's not possible, because it's possible, but we have to do a lot of work with the manually. Okay, you need to take that book and a 2010 year, and you need to calculate all those things, and you need to compare with the 2013 with all the months and everything. It will take a long time to manual work is included. But in our database level, everything should be the simple line of code we are writing. If you maintain your historical data, then it will be comparable is very easy. So the reason historical data also is going to key to improve your business at any time to make a trend analysis of your business. So this is about the advantage of a database, that you are going to maintain your data in a database level instead of your manual papers and everything. Okay. Now I am moving into the capabilities. What are the other capabilities are required to improve your business? So I am switching into data warehouse now. Okay. As we now discussed about, okay, what are the drawbacks of our flat files and why we need to move to database. Okay. Now I am going to talking about the data warehouse. Okay. Now, is in what way I can answer this above questions with my OLTP systems. Okay, and that is fine. And also, can I improve my business with the data warehousing? Okay, I'm not at all feasible. I'm not at all satisfied with my database level. Okay, database and every kind of stuff. But now I would like to move into data warehousing. Okay, can I improve my business with data warehousing? Can anyone? Can we improve our business or any kind of application through data warehousing? Amol or Abhishek, Sundar. Can I improve my business with the data warehousing? If it's so,
Yes, definitely.
we can improve. Okay, how? We will show you now. See now. Let us say, as a business owner, I want to know my business in a different verticals or a different angles. Let us say, if we maintain our data in a simple database level, we can analyze our data with only the numeric values only. Let us say sales and profit, these kind of information only with our database level. But I want to know about my business in a different dimensions, like a different angles, not at all about only sales and marketing details only. I want to know about my business in a different dimension. See now, as a business owner, I want to know about my business in a different angles, like which are my lowest and highest margin of customers I have, who are my customers and what their products are buying, which customers are most like to go in my competition with the different vendors and everything, what is my most distribution marketing channel I have, what products are they going to get and biggest impact on my revenue with my sales and everything, and what impact if I introduce a new products and services have you that particular, and it is going to be improving my revenue margins with my market. Like this, that we are not at all bothered about the sales only. He is bothered about the other dimensions also, okay, about customers. If I improve a business, what are the particular challenges I have to do, and what are the competitors in the particular market. Like this, the particular business owner worrying about all the dimensions. So that we need to provide the solution for the customers like a different kind of dimensions, not at only about the sales and profit, all these things. Like that, how we are going to provide the solution for the customers, okay, by using data warehousing. Okay, with the database level, we are not at all going to satisfy the customer in a different dimensions, but a data warehousing only we can satisfy, and as well as we are going to provide the solution for the customers in a different dimensions. Okay. Now, before that, we need to understand what is a data warehousing. Okay. For this data warehousing, we have a set of terminologies, set of definitions, and everything. But simple words, I would like to say data warehousing is nothing but is a collection of different data sources, and that can be collectively formed as to provide the solution, as well as that we are going to analyze our business, as well as that we are going to make a decision on my business. Okay, simply is going to collect the particular records, nothing but collection of data from different sources. It may be any data source like a SQL, Oracle. It may be a flat file, Notepad, or a PDF file, or a Word document, or kind of any file that I'm going to collect the data from different sources and made available to the end users. They can make an analysis and they're going to make a decision on their business. That is a simple terms of a data warehousing. Now, in this data warehousing, we have the two approaches. Before going to, or before developing a solution with the data warehousing, first we need to understand the two approaches, either Kimball approach or a Inman approach. Like see here, the Kimball is saying, it's a simple terms, data warehouse can be collectively formed as a, collection of the different data marts. Nothing but here data marts, what we are calling about the data sources, that can be called as a data marts here. Okay, nothing but data mart is nothing but the subjective collection of data. Nothing but I will show you here what is the collection of data here. Let us see here, subjective collection of data means, let us say it is a HR data, right? It is a HR source. So it will contain only HR information only. This is a project details. It will contain only project information. It doesn't contain any HR information. Okay, like this is one of the administrative information. Like this, it will going to cover only administrative area and what are the administrative staff or other details only. Okay, this data source doesn't contain any HR or a project information, like kind of thing. So each and every data source have the subjective wise information. Those subjective wise, the data sources can be combinedly collectively formed as a single data warehouse. That can be defined by the Kimball approach. That can be called as a bottom-up approach, because here we are collecting the different data sources and formed as a data warehouse. So that is one of the approach. Let us say one more example. Okay, I have my business in a different regions. Let us say in US, UK, and India, and Singapore, like kind of thing. So here I would like to combine, merge all the different kind of regions information to analyze. I am going to cover, I am going to maintain a single data warehouse for analysis purpose. That is a Kimball approach. Next one, Inman is the vice versa, the reverse process of the Kimball. Simply is saying, Inman is saying is the top down. Okay, if you have the data in a single file, let us say, I'm going to give an example. Let us say I have my entire data, nothing but project details, like sales details, marketing details, and project details, administrative details, everything should be, I'm going to maintain in a single file or a single database level. Okay, now for analysis purpose, let us say that I'm going to maintain a single Excel file or something. So for easy analysis purpose, I would like to segregate the data into a different data sources, nothing but subject oriented, and that should be non-volatile, and that is going to be make you comfortable on a decision making process. So I would like to divide the data into a different data, nothing but employee records in employee data table, sales in a sales table, or a marketing details in a marketing table, HR people HR table, and administrative details in a business table. Like that, I would like to segregate the data into a different files for easy analysis purpose, and I would like to analyze my data. Like that, based on your business, we would like to consider, okay, which process is going to be suitable for our applications and things. So that would be defined by either Kimball approach or Inman approach before we are providing the solution for the customers based on their business needs only. So this is about data warehousing and what are the approaches we need to select. Okay, fine. Next one, we would like to move into the next one. Okay, what is the difference between, okay, database and a data warehouse? Next, we would like to see that what is the best advantage of the data warehouse. Now, database can be called as OLTP, nothing but online transactional processing, as we know all these things. And OLAP nothing but online analytical processing, nothing but a data warehouse, because that we are going to analyze our data only. Now see now, what is the first difference? In a database level, that I am going to maintain the day-to-day operations only, nothing but the current transactions only that I am going to maintain. Let us say you went to a shopping mall, okay, and to purchase some accessories like clothes or something, the daily wear accessories or something. So what they are going to do with the shopkeeper, simply scan the product ID and they will generate a bill for you. Okay. Other than that, they are not at all going to maintain your personal details like, okay, when you visited last time and when you are going to visit next time, like kind of thing. It doesn't maintain any records. Simply, what is the current day sales and what is the particular sales, what is the product ID they are going to maintain for the current day's transactions only. They are not at all bothered about other details. So simply, the day-to-day sales only they are maintaining. Okay. Next one, in the data warehousing, okay, the data analysis and decision making we can do here, because when we are going to analyze our data and when we are going to take a decision on our business, whenever we are going to maintain our historical data also in our database, then only we can analyze and take a decision on our business. Okay, let us say I will give an example for you with the data warehousing also. Like let us say go with the banking application. Let us say banks. Okay, and we have created nothing but I am going to open my account on a 2005 year. Okay, with a specific bank. From 2005 year onwards, okay, I am going to withdraw some amount, I am going to deposit, I am going to transfer some amount from one account to another friend's account or something. So for each and every transaction, they are going to maintain in a database level. So here, from 2005 year onwards, for the current 2014, okay, they are going to maintain each and every transaction in their database level. So that could be that we can analyze very easily. Okay, 2005 year, I have the amount of 1 lakh. Now 2014, I have the particular 20 lakhs of my account. So like that, okay, in the 2010 year, I have transferred some 5 lakhs to another account. Like that, each and every particular detailed account you can track and you can analyze, and based on that you can make a decision on your particular amount or like kind of thing. This is as vice versa in the business process also. Let us say 2005 year, I have started my business. Okay, in that particular products they have introduced, that is only okay, $20 and like kind of thing, one product. If I improve the particular $40 to the particular product, what is the particular sales on my current year? Like that, I can analyze whenever we have historical data only. So that the reason here, the data warehousing could be the analysis process and there should be decision making process for the end users. That is one of the advantages of the data warehousing. Next one, the tables are in a normalized format in our database level. What is the normalization process here? That we are going to reduce our duplicates, nothing but redundancy that I am going to eliminate, and I would like to maintain the relationship between the tables, like a primary key foreign key relation between those tables. But in a data warehouse level, that we are following the denormalization process. Okay, why? Because of here, to improve the performance, I would like to go with the denormalization process. Okay, anyway, I will show you in the next slide what is the denormalization process and everything. And next one, okay, as we discussed in the database, where we are going to store our records, that should be in a table level. Okay, but I'm going to store our records in a table level only, in a database level. But as come with our data warehousing, that I'm going to store my records in a two levels, nothing but either it should be in a dimension table or a fact table. Okay, here what we call as a table in our database, that I'm going to call as in a data warehousing, that should be a dimension table, and one more table is going to be called as fact table. Okay, here from the dimension table only that we are going to collect some records and going to maintain in a fact table. Okay, anyway, that what is the fact table I will show in the next slide as well. Here we maintain the two tables, like okay, dimension table and a fact table. Next one, for designing the databases, okay, which model we are using? The data model, nothing but ER model, entity relationship modeling we are using for designing our databases. But in a data warehousing, we are following the two approaches again. Either it should be the ROLAP model, nothing but relational OLAP model, or a MOLAP model, multi-dimensional OLAP model. Okay, relational model is nothing but if you have the small business, let us say it is containing 20 to 30 tables in our business. So here I can maintain the possibility here to maintain the relation between the tables. So that I can go with the relational OLAP. But if a business is very huge, like our banking or a particular retail marketing, like kind of applications, it is having around 300 or 500 and 600 tables for each and every application. So here it is not at all easy and it is not at all possible to maintain the relation between these 500 to 600 tables. So here I can go with the multi-dimensional OLAP to build a cubes like kind of thing. Okay, what is the multi-dimensional OLAP here? This is the cube what we have. This is called as by using multi-dimensional OLAP that I am going to create a cubes. Okay, there is one more difference here, either ROLAP or MOLAP based on your business and kind of data. And we have the set of difference as well. Okay, in the OLTP database level we can maintain up to GB only, and but in the data warehousing we can maintain up to GB or TB or petabytes of data also we can maintain. And database is a volatile process, and OLTP data warehousing is a non-volatile process. Okay, nothing but is not at all going to lose our data. Our system is crashed or hard disk is failure, that I am going to maintain the replication of our servers and everything. So there is no possibility of our losing of our data in our data warehousing applications. And one more thing, best difference, I can get the data in a database level from a two dimension only, either row level or a column level only. But in a cube, nothing but data warehousing, we can get the data from the multi-dimensional level. The cube what we call, we can get the data from a multiple dimensions. Okay, that is these are the difference between database and data warehouse. And I will show you one more the best difference here. See now. And I have a simple question for you guys. Okay, I'll give you the answer for that one. Here see in this diagram I have the three tables, like a product table and region table as well as a time table. Now here I need my sales information. Okay, what is my sales on a particular laptop product and in a Asia region on a quarter 2. I need to calculate the sales. Now you need to write a query in your database level, okay, from the product laptop, Asia region and a quarter 2, how much of sales it is generated. Now if you want to write a query, how many lines of code you need to write and how much time it will take to get a result? Can anyone? Have you got the question? Can you repeat it again? If I want to write a query to get the sales information from the laptop on Asia region on a quarter time 2, how many lines of code you have to write and how much time it will take to get a result? Akshay, Amol, Sundar, or anyone?
Yeah, I mean, if there are a lot of transactions, then certainly it will take 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, and you will have to join multiple tables.
Yeah, multiple columns would be joined.
Right.
Well, it
Here we
depends
need
what
to,
sort of data you want to see. I mean, if you just want to see some that's it, I mean, then would be quicker. But yeah, if you need more information like what specific laptop was sold, how many pieces were sold, then certainly there would be a lot of joining involved.
yeah, based on the data only. But here I am specifying the laptop product and Asia region and a time 2 only. Here everything should be specific. But here we need to join the 3 tables now. That is fine. And we need to write a select statement and a from class and a where and like kind of joins and everything. Then I would say it is 5 lines of code and it will take around fraction of seconds only. Okay, it may be get the fraction of seconds. That is fine. But if I have the 10 tables now, if I have my business 10 tables now, how much time it will take and how many lines of code you have to write? This is a problem with your database level. Everything we need to write a query and we need to take a long time to get a result. Let us, the 10 tables also fine based on your data and based on indexes on top of that, and everything is fine. Now if a business having around 100 tables or 200 tables, then the database can't get the results within a fraction of seconds. It will take a long time. For writing a code, for writing a queries to join these tables is not at all easy. It will take a long time, around 200 or 300 lines of code we need to write, and joins is not at all possible. And if I write the query also, but result it will take a long time. Okay, it will load the data and it will give it a long time. Maybe timeout exception also came out. So there is a problem with your database level. So that's the reason the data warehousing applications, they give the good capability to get the results from the multiple dimensions here. Let us say in this cube we have the multiple dimensions. Let us say one dimension is contain the product information, another dimension is contain the region information, another dimension contain the time information. Like that, if you have the multiple dimensions like that, it is having around more tables also. But I am showing here the 3 tables only from the 3 dimensions. Like that, it is having the multiple dimensions. We can get the data from the multiple tables. And one more good thing here, there is no need to write a single line of code also. Simply what are the results you want, simply drag and drop into your result pane. It will automatically give the results for you. It doesn't matter if you have 100 tables or 500 tables or 600 tables also. It will give the results within a fraction of seconds, and it will give the analytical capabilities that are not at all possible to do within our SQL server. Like that, the last paragraph you can observe here, the OLAP system gives analytical capabilities that are not in a SQL. Those are the capabilities, the drag and drop capabilities, and these are the multiple dimensions getting the data. This is not at all possible in our SQL, or more difficult to obtain also. For getting a result, we need to write a join all the tables and we need to write a query, but it's not at all possible to get a result within a fraction of seconds. But in the data warehousing, there is no need to write a query. Simply that we are going to make a queue and we'll get the data, and we are simply what are the results you want, simply drag and drop those columns into our pane area, that will be automatically generate result for you within a fraction of seconds. So like that, the multi-dimensional data that we can get it very easily here. So this is the advantage with our data warehousing applications like a OLAP systems, with especially to build a multi-dimensional cube like this. Okay, this is one of the advantage with the data warehousing. Now we are moving into normalization and denormalization approaches. See now, in our database level, the normalization table contains the joins here. See now, product table, category table, and a group table. Those are having the primary key, foreign key relation between those tables. But you can compare with the OLAP at the dimension table, what we call. Here we are following the denormalization process, because instead of going to maintain the 3 tables, I would like to combine those 3 tables into a single table. That can be called as my dimension table, because as we discussed now, if you get a result, we need to join these 3 tables and we need to write a query and we need to make a calculation here. It will take some time. The 3 tables is fine. If you have the 10 tables or 20 tables, it will take a long time. So that the reason here, in the particular OLAP, at the data warehouse level, what are the related tables we have? Those related tables I would like to combine into a single table, and there is no need to write a query, and simply the result would be in a single table. It will give the results very fast. So that the reason here, the related tables I would like to combine into a single dimension table. So that would be denormalization process, as well as giving the performance very faster compared with your database level. So that would be dimension table, as well as we call as a denormalization process here.
So I mean, is it a general rule that whatever tables that which are normalized in cube, we always have to merge them? I mean, is it always a rule?
It's not a mandatory. But if you have the related tables, that would be better for you to analyze the data very fast.
Okay. Okay.
But it's not a mandatory. Yeah.
Okay.
Now next one, what is a fact table now? Okay, as we discussed the dimension table, now what is a fact table? You can see now, in our database level, our transaction table contains all the details like a primary key, foreign key, and other dates, information, numeric values like a cost, tax amount, and everything. But in the fact table, it will contain only the foreign key information as well as the numeric values, nothing but we call it the measure values only. Okay, why we are maintaining the only keys as well as the numeric values? Because I will explain you here. See now, I have the 4 dimensions here, nothing but 4 tables: organization table, product dimension table, and customer dimension, as well as the time dimension. Now here I want a result from the 4 tables, nothing but on which time, on which year, and on which customer, okay, which product is buying from the which organization. Like that, here we need to calculate. So here what we need to do, we need to join these 4 tables and we need to calculate the aggregation operations we need to apply and everything. So it will take a long time because for each and every column we need to pick from the different tables. That is fine, it will take a long time. If you introduce as a fact table here, see now that I am going to calculate the sales information with the fact table. Fact table is nothing but it's a collection of the data from the different dimensions, nothing but here. See now, I am going to maintain the only numeric values from the different tables. Instead of going to maintain with the calculate in the dimension table itself, I am going to capture all the numeric values from the different dimension. I would like to capture all the numeric values in a fact table. So here I need to maintain the relation, right? So I would like to pick up foreign key relation. Product ID is a primary key here, so product ID is a foreign key here. So customer ID is a primary key here, customer ID is a foreign key here. I would in a fact table. Organization ID, organization ID. And the date key here, I would like to maintain the date key in my fact table. So here, instead of going to maintain the calculation from the hit the 4 tables, so I would like to hit the single fact table only to calculate the numeric values. Now, all the numeric values information should be kept in a fact table only. So here, no need to hit each and every table for each and every time. So fact table is going to calculate all the numeric values information and aggregations that should be applied in our single fact table only. So it would be, the performance is going to be more faster than our normal tables to hit each and every table for each and every time. So that is the advantage of our fact table. So this is the scenario, right? This can be called as one data mart because it's going to be handle the sales information about the different dimensions. Now I have another data mart to calculate the market information or administrative information. So like that, I would like to build another fact table and related dimension table should be another data mart. Like that, the multiple data marts I can build based on my business application. So see now, this is RO lab because I have the relation between those dimension table to fact table. I can build a RO lab process. My business is very small. Now if I have the business is very huge here, it is having around 500 tables or 300 tables or like that. So I can't maintain the relation between all these fact tables to dimension tables. So I can go with the multi-dimension OLAP to build a cube like this. So based on your business like that, you can build your either ROLAB process or a MOLAB process. ROLAB to build a data marts, MOLAB process to build a cubes like this. So that is the advantage of fact table. And one more. Now, and one more thing here, in a database level, is it possible to create a one more column? Nothing but is it possible to add a one more column once the table is created? Amol, Abhishek, or anyone? My table is created in my database level. Is it possible to add a one more column?
Yes, you can.
You can add a column if you want.
Yeah. How we are going to add that column?
Create a dimension.
You can also say
Dimension. What is the dimension? I didn't get you. Okay, here my question is, my table is created like the employee table. Once the table is created, I want to add one more new column to the particular table. Is it possible to add a column?
Yes, you can.
Yes. Yes.
How?
Alter table.
Exactly. That we need to change our structure with the alter command. But in our data warehousing, no need to write a single line of code. Simply right click on a specific table. Like I want to add a new column, like a total amount. Like that, I need to calculate from the quantity into unit price plus tax amount equal to total amount. There is no specific restriction to add a column here. Simply, you can right click on the table. Based on the expression, you can add a new columns also as well here. Like that, first name and last name I have. I need a full name of the particular employee. So first name plus last name equal to full name. And one more thing, I need to make a particular lookup. Okay, one column is here and another column in another table. Based on the lookup, I would like to add one more column to the specific table. Like that, the specific operation only possible in our data warehousing without writing a single line of code also. That is also one of the advantages of our data warehousing. So now I would like to give a conclusion about the data warehousing. Simply, the data warehouse is nothing but a single, complete, and the consistent storage of data that can be obtained from the different data sources, and that should be made available to the end users. They can analyze their business as well as they can analyze their data and make a decision on their business, how to improve, how to make a particular analysis on the business, and everything they can improve their business by using a data warehousing. So up to now what we discussed about, what are the disadvantages of flat files, why we are moving into database level. Next, what are the disadvantages of a database, why we are moving into data warehouse. Okay, in this data warehouse we are discussing about the approaches, either Kimball or in-one approach. Okay, next later we are discussed about what are the particular different kinds of dimensions and fact tables. Okay, what is the importance of a particular OLAP application and everything. Now we are moving into MSBI part. Okay, what is MSBI first? Okay, MSBI is nothing but it is not at all a separate kind of applications and everything. Simply this is one of the tools that we are going to provide the solution for the customers to analyze their business as well as to take a decision on their business, how to improve and how to analyze their data only. This is also data warehousing part only. The BI is nothing but the data warehousing, and that is going to provide the solution for the customers to analyze and take a decision on their business. So that is a MSBI. And is it MSBI the separate software? Okay, generally in the market there is assumption like it is a separate software. But MSBI is not at all a separate software, simply it is a tool only. Okay, if you purchase nothing but if you brought the product in the SQL server, okay, if you install the SQL server, while you need to install, simply you need to select integration services, analysis services and reporting services. Okay, then you selected while your installation, it will automatically the three tools, okay, completely include with our SQL server only. Okay, the assumption like somebody is thinking that it is a separate software, but once you install the SQL server, it automatically, the toolkit it will automatically inside the SQL server only. No need to buy a separate license and everything. That is a MSBI. The next one, what are the kind of roles in the market as per the BI? Okay, I can go with the report developer, or you can go with the OLAP, nothing but cube developer, or ETL developer, nothing but SSIS we have. And once you got the experience, you can go with the data analyst or architect or administrator kind of, and we have the data scientist also, we have the new role. Like kind of the roles based on your experience and everything. Okay. Next one, I would like to go with why only MSB in the market. Okay, now today in the market, the MSB is going to be collecting a huge role in the market to provide the solution for the customers. Okay, why this is a particular going to get in the market and everything. I would like to compare with the Oracle and IBM tools here. So let us say I would like to compare with the first scenario with the base product cost. Let us say Microsoft is a 25. Okay, let us say around Oracle is a 40 and IBM is going to be 25. Now I would like to go with another one with the service manageability of your servers. Okay, how we are going to manage your services and everything. See now the SQL server, the Microsoft, there is no specific license and specific service here. That should be included with your SQL server only, nothing but base product cost only. But Oracle, see now for the partitioning, for the tuning purpose, for the diagnostics and everything is going to maintain a separate license and separate service. For the performance expert with IBM also is a separate cost and everything. And for the business intelligence, as we discussed now itself, okay, there is no separate license and it is not at all a separate software. It should be included with the SQL server only. So there is no separate cost and separate license. But Oracle and IBM, for each and everything, for implementing the BI, for implementing the OLAP cubes, for mining concept, everything, they are going to maintain the separate charge and separate license. And for the high availability of your services, nothing but the servers. Okay, if it is one server is down, but I'm going to make a replication of your data, that is also included with our SQL server. But Oracle and IBM, they are going to maintain the separate license for each and every tuning. And the multi-core instances, like what are the instances here? Let us say if I buy the particular product that I am going to use for the multiple instances, like kind of applications here. Like that, the SQL server is included, but Oracle and IBM, for each and every user, they are going to make a separate instance for each and everything, and that should be the license wise. So it is what are the difference? See, you know, these are the scenarios.
Because of the cost factor, or in Microsoft, are we losing any benefits that we are getting in Oracle and IBM?
It's not only the cost effective thing, the manageable, the services also, what they are offering. Okay, like see, let us see now, in our practical scenario also I would like to explain. Okay, I would like to go with the end-to-end application, like from ETL part I would like to go with the reporting part. Okay, the Microsoft only the tool is providing end-to-end solution for the customers, not at all the services also. But Oracle and IBM, they are not at all going to provide the complete end-to-end solution for the customers. Okay, if you want another reporting solution, they need to buy for other product or third-party tool you need to install or some kind of applications. But Microsoft no need to go with other third-party tool. Simply the complete the package it will give to improve their business only. Like that, the small scale industries like average, the middle scale industries also go with the Microsoft only, not with the Oracle and IBM. Okay.
So basically,
But
what you're saying is that.
MSBI, sorry, yeah, go ahead.
So basically, are you saying that with small companies, Microsoft is suitable option, but if it's large corporate, then Oracle and IBM.
No. I'm not talking about the middle scale and the small scale also. It is the average as well as the bigger applications also. It's going with the
I can't
Microsoft.
understand. I mean, then otherwise there won't be any reason why people would be going with Oracle or IBM, but people are going with them.
Right, here we have this different kind of scenarios also we have. Let us say they have already the Oracle services and they are already the particular vendor with Oracle.
So they already stuck up with Oracle or with DB2, that's why they have to go with
yes.
the solution.
Yeah, with already they have the license and all these things. But why can't we move into another account with the Microsoft? They will go with Oracle only. But if we initially start with the Microsoft, the better to go with the Microsoft. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Alright, okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Surendra, is MSBI is as scalable as other products?
Yes. Yes, it should be scalable.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Any questions on this? Okay, I would like to move into
performance?
Yeah, performance also should be fine because in this practical scenario I will explain. Okay, because here one of the performance issue with Oracle and IBM also, because here there should be license as we discussed, and one more the performance wise. There is no with the particular manageability of these services. Okay, the server is huge amount of cost, as well as there is no replicated data what you are going to maintain. That is going to be cost effective, that should be service oriented, and that should be the command oriented. But the SQL Server, nothing but a Microsoft product, that should be the, okay, the product wise that should be the more effective than Oracle and IBM. Okay, that should be more secure, the replicated of your data that you are going to maintain. The package, the complete package that I am going to maintain here. Okay. Hello.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fine. Now I would like to go with the practical scenario. Okay, how the particular MSBI solutions, okay, that we are going to, okay, perform in our real time. So see now, I would like to give a scenario for this one. I am going to maintain my business. Okay, I am the business owner. I am going to maintain my business in a different regions, like a kind of, okay, SQL Server, Oracle. These are the different data sources in different regions. Let us say India, that I am going to maintain SQL Server. UK, I am going to maintain Oracle, and like other kind of Australia, I am going to maintain IBM, my data, and other regions I am going to maintain the data in a flat files. Okay, like kind of different data sources. Now, as a business owner, I need to compare with my business sales and profit information with the different regions. Okay, let us say I would like to compare, okay, 2010 year, what is my sales, compare with India to US or India to UK. There is no possibility here because these are the different data sources and there is no connectivity between these data sources. That is my actually problem as a customer. So here that we are going to provide a solution as a Microsoft guy, that MSBI guy, that we are going to provide a solution for the customers. First we need to integrate all these data sources, and that should be integrated into a single data warehouse level. Okay, so you know that I am going to integrate as a single data warehouse level by using a tool what we call as SSIS tool, SQL Server Integration Services here. Okay, that we call as the ETL tool in our Microsoft. Okay, we have the different set of ETL tools like Informatica, Abhinash, those are the other products. Okay, SSIS is our ETL tool. What is the ETL tool means? Extract the data from the different sources, like these are the different sources, and transformation. What is the transformation here? Because see now, these are the data in a particular structure format in our database level, but here is in text format, right? That we need to convert into a actual structure format into our database or data warehouse level. So here I would like to use a transformation, the data conversion, okay, lookup, and a particular derived column, like kind of by using different transformations I would like to transform the data and load the data into actual data warehouse. So ETL, extract, transform and load the data into data warehouse. So it is an ETL tool in the market. So here, and one more question for you guys here, okay, why can't I load the data directly into Azure data warehouse level? Okay, is it mandatory to maintain the optional database like a staging database here? Is it mandatory here? Or shall we go with the directly to data warehouse to load the data?
I mean, I would say usually staging is just, just before you go live, you always tend to put things in staging just to make sure everything works. I mean, it's
Yes.
can be optional. I mean, I'm not sure.
Right.
No one
Sometimes
uses
it's optional. Yes, exactly. Sometimes it's optional, but it's
no
not
one
at all
directly puts
mandatory.
that in the production.
Yes, yes, exactly. So here one more advantage here. Before nothing but directly we can load the data into actual warehouse, but better to maintain the staging database, because here that I'm going to load the data from the different servers, right? That server is in US, okay, my data warehouse server is in another location. So here I'm going to load the data through the different tools like online. Let us say if you are going to load the data, the power failure may be occur, the system is going to be hanged, the system may be crash, or any hard disk may be failure, like kind of things in a real time. So instead of going to lose our data, even single record is also crucial in our business. So like that, I don't want to lose any kind of data here. So that's the reason here I would like to maintain the data in a first staging database. From staging to I would like to move into actual data warehouse. Nothing but is a replication about the backup of our data with the optional database. So that's the reason I would like to move optional staging database first. Next I would like to move into actual data warehouse. Okay, that is a ETL part, SSIS part. Next one, it is going to create a cube or a data marts based on your business that I'm going to apply the two approaches as we discussed, either ROLAB or MOLAB. Okay, by using ROLAB, I can build a data mart. Nothing but sales information is one data mart, market details is that one data mart, other kind of information one data. Like that, based on your requirement, I can build a data mart with a related dimension to fact table. If a business is very huge that I am not going to maintain the relation between all these fact to dimension tables, I would like to go with a multi-dimensional OLAP process to build a cube like this. We can get the data from the multiple dimensions, and based on your requirement in business, I would like to go with either data mart or a cube. By using which tool? SSAS, SQL Server Analysis Services to analyze our data. Okay, this is the second part of our BI. Next one, I would like to build
one
a
question.
Yes.
When you said data mart
Yes.
is the connection between dimension and fact. So multiple
Exactly.
dimensions are connected to a single fact.
Yes.
When you say cube,
Yes.
exactly how is the structure of that cube? When you say dimensional cube. So
Right, I will explain you here with a scenario as discussed earlier only. I will show you one more time.
Okay.
Yeah, see now here. Okay, here I have only, I need to know about my business on a sales information only. Sales fact table is a one fact table, and with the sales, what are the related dimensions table I have? Product dimension, organization dimension, time dimension, customer dimension. This is the single data mart to analyze your sales information only. So this is one data mart. Now I need to analyze my marketing details or employee information now. So employee fact table I need to take, and with the related dimension tables only. What are the related tables with the employee fact? Employee table or a department table or a region table as well as another table. What are the required tables who relate with the fact tables? Those are the tables I would like to consider to build a single data mart. Okay, these are the single data marts to analyze your business with a single perspective only. But if I calculate all the fact tables as well as all the dimension tables, I need to include at the same time. So that would not at all possible to relate all these tables. So the reason I would like to go with the cubes to build all these dimension tables, and by using all these fact tables, I would like to include within a cube level. That is the difference between data mart as well as a cube.
So I mean, for the ROLAP, I can see the structure, but
So
how is that sort of structured in cube?
Here, I can't show
that's what
structure of a cube. That's what I'm saying. Here, the multi-dimensional structure is going to cube. How we are going to define the multi-dimensional structure? That means a cube only. See now, the cube is having the multiple dimensions.
So are you saying a cube is a concept or a component through which we can design a multi-dimensional cube? Hello. Hello.
multi-dimensional architecture that we are not at all going to provide the structure for this one. Okay, in the real time that we are going to create a cube, then I will show you what is the view and how many dimensions, how many factors that we are going to consider. That combinedly, collectively, all this data, nothing but all these dimension and fact table can be combinedly that we call as a cube only. Okay, but the data marks that can be related to the particular dimensions with a single fact table that can be called as a single data mark. So that I will show you here. But the multiple dimension tables that we can't show you the structure, but the structure should be the cube like this only.
One thing I want to know, I mean, if I want to extract data from data mart, do I just need to use the normal select star from sales order where time dimension is stacked? Is that how would I get data from data mart? Or is it going to be different structure like the way we query cube data? In the same way, do we query the data mart as well, or is it just normal select star from normal normal OLTP queries that we write?
You are talking about data mart, right?
Yeah.
Right.
In cube, I can understand that you need to write MDX query to get data, but how about getting data from ROLAP?
Data mart is nothing but it is also the one of the sub part of our queue. Here you can see.
So again, to extract data, you need to write MDX query from data.
MDX query as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Here we are capturing only single data mart level, nothing but here the sales information only I am capturing. But in a cube level, either it should be sales, it may be administrative, it may be marketing, or it may be employee. That we can consider from the multiple dimensions. But the single data mart nothing but is only sales perspective of data. Either we have to write MDX queries from the both either ROLAP or from MOLAP, based on the two applications.
So are you saying in cube a single dimension can be connected to multiple facts?
Yes. Yes. Okay. That we call as a conformal dimension because those dimensions should be available for all the fact tables with all the cubes because employee is the common for all the organization, right? It may be connected with the department, it may be connected with the marketing department, it may be connected with the sales, it may be connected with the project information, it may be connected with all other fact tables also. So here single dimension can be connected with all other fact tables.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, is it clear now? The data mart and a cube?
Yes.
Yeah, fine.
Thank you.
Now I would like to see it in next session. There are some questions, but that's fine as of now.
Sure, no problem. That we will discuss in our real time only. Okay, no problem. While we are developing these cubes and everything, that we will discuss more. Okay, fine. Next one, I would like to go with the practical and the scenario whatever how we are going to create a reports through SSRS. So once we develop these data marts or a cube, okay, then we are moving into create a reports. Either it may be the graphical representation of our data. Okay, that we create a multiple type of reports, okay, 3D level reports and pie charts, line graphs and scatter plots, like kind of different kind of reports we can generate through that we are going to connect either from a data mart that I can build a report, or we can connect to the cube that I can generate a report, or directly we can connect to the data warehouse, I can generate a report also. Like that, 3 ways I can generate a report from based on our requirement. Data marts with a single specific level, sales level only I need a report. So I can directly connect to the data mart. So I need to create a report from the entire cube level. So I can connect to the directly cube. No, I don't want to need a report from a cube or a data mart. Directly I can create a report from our data warehouse only because based on our requirement. If our small business is right, so I don't want to create a cube as well. Simply I can connect with the directly data warehouse to build a report. Like that, the feasibility is there without data mart or without SSAS also. I can move directly to create a report as well here. Like that, the feasibility is there with our applications. Like that, I can go with the 3 different ways: cube, data mart, or a directory. I can connect with the data warehouse also to build a report by using which tool? SSRS is output, SQL Server reporting services. So these are the 3 tools like integration services, analysis services, as well as reporting services. The complete package of our MSBI to build a practical projects as well.
One thing I want to know, I mean, if I'm implementing project, I don't want to go through SSRS reports. I'm doing a web application. How can I get the cube data into the web application? I know there's a tool called ADOMD, which has been used where you write the MDX query and that runs the MDX query and the data comes back to you.
Yes.
Is there any other other way of getting data? Because I guess ADM is pretty old now.
To build a report from the cube, we have the different scenarios, like different tools also we have. Okay, and especially SSRS what we have, to get that we are going to connect with the analysis service engine what we have. Normally we have the SQL server only to build a report from a database level. But analysis service that I am going to connect, that I can generate a report through MDX query. You can write a script as well as you can drag and drop the columns. What are the columns? Simply you can
But if
generate
I want to use SSRS, say for example, if you don't have enough resource who know SSRS, and
yes,
we can write MDX query, but I want to get MDX cube data in my web application, let's say for example. So
first you need to, first you need to deploy this cube into your front-end application, right? Or you can have the particular connector to connect with the web application through the backend cube. Okay. And we have the different set of tools, like Excel also we have. Excel also you can connect with the cube and you can generate a report and you can populate these two into your front-end application, like a kind of, or HTML tags, like kind of thing. And in the market we have the different set of tools nowadays, like Tableau and Spotfire and also ClickView, like kind of, okay, and the Geo reports.
So it can be integrated with my C# code?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And is there something which is provided by Microsoft? Because I guess this is part of the whole suite, so there should be something which Microsoft might
SSRS and report builder and performance point server. These are the three tools would be integrated with the Microsoft. With other tools, you need to buy a third-party tool to integrate. Like that, you need to get a license from those vendors.
Okay, so there's nothing provided by Microsoft where, say from our web application, I want to call a cube report. There's no Microsoft way of doing it.
With SSRS or a report builder, you can do that one.
Okay, only with that channel, not directly from my cube, not directly from my C# to code. Okay, cube. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what are the advantages of our MSBI? Simply, it is a cheaper solution, right? That we are compared with Oracle and IBM with other tools. It is a cheaper solution, I can say. And also, it is going to provide the end-to-end solution for the customers. What is the end-to-end solution here? From IS to AS, AS to RS. There is no other tool in the market providing the end-to-end solution for the customers. Okay, I can say any other tool you can compare. There is no other tool in the market. So this is also one of the advantage. We can go with that, like a large scale of applications also go with the MSBI only. End-to-end solution for the customers. You can take Informatica, only ETL tool. There is no reporting tool. If you want to generate a report, they can go with the, like OBE or another kind of Cognos applications. That would be license involved, and these are the two products, these are separate products, and you need to buy a third-party tool to integrate these different kind of tools again. And you can go with the Cognos, that is only reporting tool. If you want to generate another integration, then you can go with the Abhinashio kind of tool. And SAP also, SAP BI for ETL, SAP BO for reporting, but there is no integration. If you want to connect with these tools, you need to buy a license, and that will be the user role oriented. Again, the license would be the more cost and everything. But Microsoft only, that should be included with the SQL Server and free solution to compare with IS to AS, AS to RS. We can compatible very easy to provide the solution for the customers. The compatibility that we discussed now. Yes.
One question. This SSRS, is it robust like other applications or other products in the market? Like
yeah. Yeah, tell me, I get you again.
Other reporting tool. Is it powerful like them?
It's not a powerful like other tools, okay? Because the SSRS we have some set of limitations also we have, okay? It is not a web-based application. It is only server-based application, like a Windows application that we are going to generate report, and then you need to compatible with our C front-end application like kind of thing. It is not a web-based, and it is not at all giving the particular customization part like the JavaScripting. These are the kind of scripting we can't write it here.
No, but I asked this question is like if we learn this BI, MSBI, so we will be learning SSRS, but would that be enough, or we will have to learn some other tool, reporting tool as well? To
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, other reporting tool like business object.
Yeah, repeat again. I don't get it.
I mean, sorry, other reporting tool like business object. What is the trend? Are people using SSRS a lot, or is it they do SSAS and then after that they use something like business object to get reporting?
Yeah, based on your requirement, based on your client needs only. But it's not a matter to use SSRS.
Okay.
No, so what do you suggest, Surendra? Like just learning MSBI would be enough, or you need to know some other tool useful as well with a popular tool.
Basically, the SSRS is the best one to customization as well as to writing a queries and everything. Once you know the SSRS, the other tools will be very easy for you because those are the tools not at all customized. Simply you can drag and drop other things. Once your SSRS is done, then you can go with the Tableau. You know this Tableau, I think maybe. There's some of the third-party tool in the market nowadays that should be very popular with a reporting tool, Tableau. I think you heard that one, Tableau tool. Then that is one of the good tool in the market to connect with any one of the source and generate a report very friendly and user access is more. Okay, other than with SSRS. So once you learn this, you definitely can go with the Tableau also. That would be very fine for you.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. And based on this, the customer makes more informations like that we are going to generate a report for the customers, right? That we are going to give the report as a report, the graphical representation. The customer, he can't understand our technical terminologies like a kind of data, these are the things, but they can understand based on the graphical representation like that. Okay, this is the reason why what is my sales and this is the reason why sales like that. He can understand very easily and based on that, again, he can measure the past and current performance and based on that he can measure nothing but he can make a predictive analysis on the future also. Like that, 2010 year I have 5 lakhs and 2010 year I have a particular 20 lakhs. Like that, if I improve my business or if I improve my sales like a manpower and kind of things here, I can what is my sales and what is my profit on 2020 year. Like that, he can make a predictive analysis on the business also, like kind of the reports and everything. So these are the advantages of our complete MSBI. So this is it from my end, and this is the complete overview about our MSBI, how it will work and practical scenario, and what are the difference between other tools with our MSBI, that kind of stuff and everything. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know.